What's up, everybody? What's up, children of the sun? If you're trying to see what's coming in the next week, you want to stay tuned for this live. I'm going to go over a few aspects um, and just show you some of the tarot for this week. The card that I picked this morning was the Tower card, and anytime I see the Tower card, I have to stop. Okay. And the Tower card is an energy that is going to make you stop and recheck yourself. Now, this could happen on a personal level, but I didn't ask a personal question. I asked on a very general level. So I'm feeling that this is more of something that's going to affect the collective as a whole. So some things you want to look out for when the Tower card shows up for the week are any kind of global things that happen. A lot of times we think about when I do readings online and I'm doing general readings, people freak out and they're just like, oh my God, what's going to happen to me personally? And it's not necessarily always about that. Usually it's something that happens to everybody. Now, mind you, on March 25th, if you guys are just joining in or whatever, March 25th, we have a lunar eclipse. If something is going to happen, it's going to be either around that time or a little bit, a few days before or a few days after. But I feel like we're still going to have some build up because now the moon is waxing. We just had a new moon, so now it's going to be waxing. And what does waxing mean? Waxing means that the moon is starting to get full again. Okay? And so when the moon starts getting full, the energy starts to increase. Right now, as I'm making this, is the moon's in Aries. Okay? And so be careful with the moon in Aries, y'all. I was out today and driving around doing running some errands, and people was honking at each other. Everyone's speeding today. And I was like, where's the moon at? And lo and behold, the moon's in Aries. So be careful, especially if you're out driving today. Uh, to, don't take your time too much because that Aries moon energy is going to be affecting everybody. Okay, Aries moon is going to make people a little bit more impatient. Let me get to the front of the line. Get out of my way type of energy. So you don't want to drive slow during this moon transit, this lunar transit, but also just try to keep up. Me and myself, I said, let me get off this road because people's honking at each other. They doing all types of crazy stuff. So I'm like, not after I pulled not the tower in the moon and Aries. So please be careful because it can make people prone to accidents. Or just take it if when you're at home and whatnot, you gotta take it slow or don't do any kind of daring thing this week. Something that could be make you prone to accidents. Uh, they're mowing outside, so you guys may hear them doing some landscaping and whatnot, but whatever. So just take your time. I'm gonna close that patio real quick. 1 second. Yeah, never fails. Tell you. As soon as I press record, they're doing something outside. So the Tower card is showing up. So what kind of things do we need to look out for as a collective? Negative energy. Like if you go online, take account of how you feel about things or what the posts that you're seeing. I'm noticing there's a lot of dark energy that seems to be really taking people over. I don't want to say possess. Where's my tea at? I don't want to possess. Let me go get my tea. But it seems that way. A lot of fight videos, people posting that. Not that they haven't been posting fight videos before, but I've noticed a lot more violence, a lot more people getting separated on topics. It's a political year. Excuse me. Hey guys, it's a political year, so I'm noticing a lot of people racially dividing on gender, dividing on male-female relationships, people dividing politically. But it's not just disagreeing. And I grew up with a time where people disagreed and still were able to coexist. But what I'm noticing now is people are going into that dark energy. It's bringing out the darkness out of people, and it doesn't look good. And what I'm intuitively gathering from all of this is that the Great Divide. And I've talked about this before. I made videos about the Great Divide. And some people call it the timeline shift. And this is in a case where whatever frequency you're vibing on, whatever frequency you are on presently, that's the energy that's going to come back to you. And I think there's so many people collectively in 2024 that are in this dark energy that is just going to manifest in some form or another. And this can be representing war. We're already in the middle of that. And I feel, I don't know if I told you guys this on YouTube, but I sense that we're going to get something soon, somewhere in March or April, that's going to hit hometown, which I mean the United States. Something's going to happen in the United States. Again, I don't know if it's like I'm not trying to instill fear, but I'm just saying get ready for it. Just like, when we were going through the whole pandemia, I was trying to get people ready for that. And say, hey man, this is what I'm, reading. These cards I'm reading. So all the cards keep coming up the same. And you may find that when you listen to other card readers, you may get similar energies as well, or similar readings from people that say something's coming. And this, like I said, is not to instill fear, but it's to prepare to get your mind ready and how to keep yourself in a positive vibe, so that when the universe wants to bless you, you can. And sometimes things need to be shook up. The Tower card always comes when mankind has gotten too prideful, and the universe got to knock you down a few wedges. You say, nah, this ain't it. This one looks like an obelisk or the Washington Monument, which makes me kind of feel like that something with the government is going to happen. This could be economic failing, something that affects everybody. I don't know what's coming across your algorithm, but I'm seeing a lot of financial upheavals, and Russia and China doing a lot of financial stuff. This World War III that people have been discussing, it's not so much, I don't know if it's much a physical war, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, as much as it's a societal economic war. Who's controlling the money? And it ain't looking good for the United States. I'm just saying. So when the Tower card shows up, this is the type of energy you need to get ready for. I'm going to clarify this Tower card though. So then I'll go ahead and I'll see what everyone's zodiac sign needs to kind of get ready for. Let's clarify the Tower card. Creator of all things, please clarify the Tower card for me this week. Why is it here? Let's see what's going on. You guys are joining in. Be sure to go ahead and hit that like and comment where you're from. If you what state, country, whatever. Okay. The Tower card is clarified by, these are my oracles, but I use them for clarifying. The Victim card. Wow. Be careful with the Victim card. You want to be careful of about thinking. You see how this dragon's right here? Let's just explain the imagery. This dragon and this squirrel are both looking at this poor little acorn. And this acorn is the middle of the picture. But the acorn is the victim. They both want this acorn. The acorn is basically, this could be you in a situation, this could be society in a situation. This is like a no-win situation, okay? What else did I say from this? This is also making a deal with the devil. Be careful about, I keep hearing perception. Be careful about this week being fooled by illusion. Okay, this is the grass is always greener on the other side, but not really. This squirrel has an acorn, and it's exchanging this acorn for, I don't know if y'all can see that picture. He's got his acorn right there in his hand. He's going to exchange his acorn for this one over here. That's what the dragon wants him to believe. but really the dragon wants the squirrel. Hey, how you doing, man? Good seeing you. And so you got to be careful about making deals with the devil this week. If you hear about a deal, take a second guess. Venus is in Pisces too, and with Venus in Pisces, um, there's going that can really make it hard to see things clear. It puts, especially in regards to love and relationships, you may meet somebody who seems too good to be true, and most likely they probably are. The isolation, I feel like with the victim card and the isolation card both showing up, this is putting people, making people feel like, I don't want to go outside because there's something crazy going on. So it can make people feel alone. And then the balance card. Look at there. Look at all these people not getting along. And I just said that. Is that you need to find balance within yourself. The universe really wants us to realize that we are one. But see how all three people have their hand or arms crossed? Okay. This is because everyone's got their own idea and no one's wanting to get along. And I just talked about that just a minute ago about how there's a strong energy of people separated. We got Scorpio in the house. Scorpios. Scorpios are pretty used to transformation, so y'all should flow pretty well with this because the card of the week is the Tower card if you're just joining us. So the Tower card, destroying things, taking things down, but this is coming from a spiritual level on down, trickle down. So we need to, like I said, be just conscious of the fact that things are going to, I'm hearing reboot. We're already in this rebooting stage, but the powers that want to control that energy. They want to transform this world to a world that they're gonna control. Uh, but this is all happening for our good. This is all happening for us to elevate to this next level. So be sure that you are taking control of your world as much as you can, and don't give up that power to anybody. Personal relationships, the government, your job, and be like, when they say you have to do this, you don't. Yes, I can definitely handle it. Good. Yeah, Scorpios are pretty good with transformation. Usually, Scorpios are the the bringers of change. What did they say? I had someone talk about. They said if you're going to be in a relationship with Scorpio, just know your life is about to change. Because Scorpio rules the death card. So the death card and the Tower card are just two different things. The Tower card's more surprise, abrupt change, and the death card is transformation, but it's just like transformation, something ends in your life, and then a new thing. So it's more like things happening in your life, where the Tower card is pretty much everything just kind of transforms at the same time really quick. And with that lunar eclipse, I'm telling you, it affects people on an emotional level. I've been through, this is a full moon lunar eclipse where the moon turns red. Y'all, that's March 25th. Now this is only, what's this week is March 11th through the 17th. I mean, but I feel like it's going to be a build up to that lunar eclipse where we emotionally have to let go of something. You can't really control the eclipses. It's just something that happens, and it's usually how I've experienced it in the past. Eclipses, whether they're lunar or solar, it's not something that happens to you personally. It's something that happens outside of you. So, for example, yeah, put it on your calendar, March 25th. For example, let's say something's ending in your life. Okay. Worst case scenario, not you, but maybe a family member dies. Okay. And because of that, you have to reschedule things. You have to go to the funeral, stuff like that. It costs money, stuff like that. That's the worst case scenario. Other things that could end, like jobs can end. All of a sudden, they're doing layoffs all of a sudden. Okay. And then you have to go and look for something new. And it hurts. It hurts your feelings because you're like, well, I was really kind of liking that job, but I didn't want to let go of it. But the universe is saying, nope, this ain't where you're supposed to be. Okay? So it's usually something that affects us all. There's more than one person in this card. So it's something that affects us all. Because this looks like an obelisk, and that's a very masculine energy. Like I said, it's something that, like I said, affects us like it's a change in power. That's why I feel like it's going to be something governmental that is going to make people feel very scared. So be careful what you're, like I said, making exchanging for. Okay. Gosh, I keep forgetting to put that on silent before I go live. I know that was loud. Sorry. And try not to put yourself in isolation, because that is isolation. That's like when they do lockdowns and stuff. Something's coming in March. They're going to try to repeat something or do it in a different way. I'm talking about government, where it's going to make people feel separated. So I don't know if it's ideology or they're making some new law that makes people feel isolated. Whatever it is, don't give up your power. That's all I can say. What other aspects do I see? I'm gonna do some cards for everyone's zodiac sign. Scorpio, you in the house. I'm gonna go ahead and do you first. Anybody else? Put your sign in the chat. The moon enters Gemini. Wait, let's just do the moon. The moon is in Aries. Tuesday, the moon moves into Taurus, which makes us a little bit more stubborn, where we want things a certain way. Taurus is ruled by Venus. Venus is entering Pisces. So be careful about what your desires, that squirrel's looking at that acorn. Your desires getting the best of you. Venus will be semi-sextile Pluto, which is good. It makes people want to desire a relationship. So like I said, don't let your desires carry you away this week. Like, you want something, you love something so bad, you'll do anything for it, but don't sell your soul to get what you desire. And people say, I never sell my soul. People sell their souls in different ways. The concept of selling your soul. And I see like some stuff, like, for example, when I go on TikTok and I see people just do some of the weirdest things for views, or the weirdest things to get that money, whether it's on, I see it more so on TikTok though, where it's like, why would you do that? Why would you want to be perceived that way, Or even some of the little shorts that I see, I'm like, that's, so be careful about what you desire and it putting you in a very negative place, because you're not going to get the best end of the deal. Tower card. All right. Who we got? We got Scorpio in the house, Leo in the house. All right. Let's pull a card for what Scorpio needs to look for, then we'll go to Leo. I'll just pull the same deck. And I'll do an oracle card. So we're going to do Scorpio rising. All right. What does Scorpio need to look out for? Creator of Universe is sweet. Scorpio risings. Scorpio. So Scorpio rising, you get the King of Wands reversed. Be careful about anybody who's abusing power. Okay? You could have a supervisor or someone you're dating or anything like that. Someone who's abusing their power, abusing their even this. The Wands represents power and sex, so it can even be someone who is just using you for sex as well. So be careful with that. If you have a relationship with that, just know it is something about to blow up in their face. So that King of Wands, King of Staff energy is always negative energy. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is saying, Scorpio, wait on your blessing. You put a lot of investment in what you want, whether it's your finances, your career, your love life, whatever you're trying to do. It's calling for you to be patient right now. This guy is kind of waiting for this scarab beetle, which represents spirit manifest here, and you gotta sometimes wait on things to happen. It says celibate. This might be a good time because Venus is in Pisces. It's still a romantic energy. It's just that it's easy to fall for somebody who's not being real with you, like they're hiding behind a mask. If you use the energy in a positive way, you can that Neptune energy and Venus in Pisces can help you see through the illusions. or wash away, because it's like a watery energy. Wash away anything that ain't real. Saturn is in Pisces too, so we're going to be feeling that when Venus crosses across Saturn, which will open up the door for more serious relationships or more serious talks in regards to Venus's energy. But yeah, take it slow, especially this week. Let's move, and I'm gonna look at some of these other aspects. Most of the only thing really looks like it's going on is Venus and Pisces. Moon is in Gemini. Then we got a sixth. Then the Sun conjunct Neptune on Sunday. Lord have mercy. All right, let's do the Leos. Leos and Leo rising. Leos and Leo rising. I left Spike outside on the patio. He's barking at me. All right, Leos and Leo rising. What do you need to look out for this week? All right, Leo, you have the Moon card reversed. This is definitely Leo of you could be dealing with Pisces, or this Pisces energy right here could be coming into play. This is coming to the realization of something that you didn't see before. I know this dog ain't barking at me. Hold on real quick. Let me open this patio for him. Excuse me. He got mad at me. But you won't, Spike. The Moon card reversed. So take account, Leo, on how you feel about a situation, whether it's a person, place, or thing. Something is being revealed to you on an emotional level, on an intuitive level. So use your intuition to guide you. Like I said, the Tower card and the Moon card, something that falls apart in your life will affect you emotionally, but don't let your emotions. I feel like you, out of most people, you don't let your emotions get the best of you. It will hurt. Something's gonna hurt, especially with the lunar eclipse. It'll hurt your feelings a little bit, but you're pretty good at playing stuff off. So, at the bottom of the deck, we got the Ten of Wands. You need to release and let go of some stress you've been having. It's never good to hold on to stress, Leo. So with the Ten of Wands, it could be like, yeah, you want to seem strong, because the Ten of Wands I see is a very strong card. Someone, look at this person. They're able to hold on to all of this stuff and have all this power. And you know you can do it. You know you can handle a lot of things. But this stuff with the Ten of Wands reverse, you need to be honest with yourself and your feelings of when you feel stressed out. Stress can cause a lot of damage on a mental level. Okay? And like I said, we got the Victim card, the Isolation card. That's you not talking to people. That's you not expressing that, hey, I need some help. Because this is kind of Leo's nature to be like, I'm good, I got it. But sometimes you need to ask for help, because look at that balance. Find balance within yourself and with your other relationships, your friends and your family, and people who may be closed off. Okay? Or you may be closed off to asking for help. So if you need help, be sure to do it. Or work around the energy of when something does fall apart, because it will. Something's about, I'm telling you, lunar eclipse, Tower card, something's going to fall apart. And you need to be willing to ask for help when the time comes. I'm not saying, so let that Leo pride down a little bit. Say, you know what, hey, Also, it could be reverse energy as well. It could be that somebody else needs help, and maybe you two don't get along as well. Be willing to, let bygones be bygones and assist or help somebody else with that Tower card and the Moon card reverse. So that's what kind of sits with that. You've been feeling unsettled for some reason. I'm telling you, that energy is real strong. And that's only because we're in eclipse season. So no matter if like I said, it may not happen on a personal level. It'll be stuff that happens around you, and you have to adjust your life because of something happens around you. Another like living situations, or you just get some news about something. You're like, what? And you gotta recalibrate everything. So this is something that, like I said, we're all going through on a collective scale, and we need to stick together and stick with people of the like mind too, So there's going to be a lot of people. Well, I won't say that. There's going to be people who are in that negative vibration, and they are manifesting exactly that. They're going to manifest that negativity in their lives. And so we're going to hear more news about just uh, negativity, separation, people fighting, infighting. We're going to hear more of that, and social media is going to try to get you to pick a side and try to get you to add to that negativity, to add to that separation. But in truth, if we're children of the light, or we're children of the sun, we got to embrace that positive side. We have to express and show people the light. Okay, and that light is the truth, and the light is also trying to bring people into this oneness consciousness. So it's real important, you stay in the right frame of mind, and avoid the negativity. You don't have to get along with everybody to get to you. Well, you don't have to have the same ideas as somebody to get along with them. You can be tolerant, and I find that in this day and time, tolerance has been thrown out. Tolerance has been thrown out the window, and people are more like, I was talking to a friend about this. People get to the point where if you don't like my ideas, you hate me, or you don't accept me, we can't be friends. Like, what? I'm very old school, so I'm like, I don't have to agree with everything you do. I don't have to accept everything you do to tolerate you or be your friend. So I feel like we need to get back to that mindset of, we may have different religions, but that's okay. You can believe in that, and I can believe over here. And so you'll see that too. You'll see like different religions fighting. We already see that, and just different groups infighting within each other politically, because we're in a political year, and people just being divided. And what is that going to do? Isolation. What do they want? What do the powers that want to be want? They want divide and conquer. They want everybody to be over here, over there, in their own little spots, so that when they try to pull power, it's easy. They can instill fear and have people running with their like chickens with their heads cut off. If they can keep people divided, because there's more of us than there is them. And if we don't want something, all we gotta say is no. If we all collectively do it, if we all collectively decide what we don't want to do, and just stick with that. But when people feel alone, they feel like, I'm just one person. Yeah, we're one of millions of people, and if all those millions of people get in the same mindset, we can manifest whatever. It really only takes a few people to manifest something. You see? Oh gosh, I've been working on protecting my energy. Some people and things are too draining. I get it. They don't know how to agree to disagree. Oh yeah, because a lot of people have moved into that mentality that everything must be the same, and it's not. That doesn't work. We all do think differently. We're all from different lifestyles and different cultures and stuff like that. So you got to find that what do we got to find? That fine balance of when people are different. And you got black dude here, or a redhead, and a Karen. I'm not gonna call her a Karen. She looks like she would be a Karen. A little ginger black guy, and nobody's getting along. So find the balance. Find the balance between the light and the dark too. I've talked to y'all on YouTube about this. The left hand path and the right hand path. The left and the right. All of it represents that. Even on a political scale, it's the uber religious, the hyper religious, and the hyper do what you want. But you have to find the balance to get into that creative energy, because they represent the masculine and the feminine. So if you have people only talking about divine feminine, but they don't ever talk about divine masculine, you already messed up. I mean, on a spiritual level, you got to have the divine masculine to get stuff done. But the divine masculine is more so about the rules of the game. Like, anytime you open up a new game, you gotta say, well, what are the rules? And then the divine feminine would be like, okay, I know the rules of the game, but can we tweak it and make it more fun? Can we make it a drinking game, or can we, how different people play Uno differently? That's exactly what the divine feminine is like. We know the rules, but sometimes you get around a group of people and you still pay attention to the rules, but you still kind of make up your own rules with this group of friends. That's what the divine feminine is like. Let's not stick to the rules so much, but if you only do the left hand path, which is make it up as you go along, you have chaos, and with chaos you have destruction, and that's where this world's kind of going. Everything's going left, 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 but as something you need to balance it out with, okay, well, what are the rules again? Let's remind ourselves that and do what I call the middle path, which is having a balance. Okay, having a balance between two different decisions. There's more than two decisions on anything. There's left, right, and then there's the middle path. So that would what I would encourage you guys during this time. Harmony. Yep, you said it right. Harmony is needed. Live and let live. Move forward with the great good. Exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself. I want to do an oracle message too. Let's do an oracle message. 40 servants coming up. Let's see what this week is for the 40 servants. You guys gotta get this deck if you read cards. You can order online. Where's the message for this week? Message for this week. But take time to take care of your own energy, of course. Don't give, and not give back to yourself. That's balance as well. Look at that, Chaz. Stay prayerful, y'all. The Chaz card shows up. This is talking about staying prayerful. This is what you were talking about, not having sex. This is definitely that type of energy where focusing more on your spiritual life than your physical, mundane life. Take time to meditate, take time to pray, and manifest your desire. Not only for yourself, not only for your own personal needs, but for the collective. How do you want to see? I was just talking to my mother the other day, and I was like, there's so much child abuse going on, and I know this is a tangent, but that's how my brain works. But there's so much child abuse happening. There's so much child trafficking that people aren't talking about. There's so many kids dying in the Middle East. Even here, with the borders open, there's so many kids being brought in, but where are they going? There's so much child trafficking happening that is crazy. And we need to not only pray for what we desire, that's fine, but pray for the children. Make sure you put some prayers in for these kids. I couldn't imagine being 6 years old, 8 years old during this time, and there's just so much change happening, influx happening, and these kids don't have a normal childhood. And what happens? What happens then? When kids don't have a normal childhood, they become really screwed up adults. And it doesn't take long for kids to grow up. And then those are the adults we got to deal with 5 to 10 years from now. And then their mindset. And however they're thinking of what they believe is true, but they haven't lived long enough to see that truth can be very relative depending on who you're talking to. So, yeah, stay prayerful. Expect some type of quick change, and don't make a deal with the devil that you can't pay, because I feel like there's gonna be some craziness happening. Yeah, I did a post about it because I had a crazy dream, and it broke my heart, and I was like, man, I can feel that energy, but what can you do? Like I said, you guys keep that energy. There's a lot of people who put a lot of negative stuff about people praying, but it's been proven when a lot of people pray at the same time, peace happens. And we gotta remember that we all get in the same energy, which is the positive vibe and not the negative one, separation and all of that. Then we can make change in this world, and that's the message I want to put out. And use my platform to kind of remind you guys that and keep y'all up. Well, what's going on with the energy? And what's going on in this world? And just try to make the world a better place. All right, Michael Jackson. Heal the world, make it a better. I love Michael Jackson. What did you miss? Oh, if you're just joining, I was just telling people about the Tower card, but you can do a replay on it. What zodiac are you, Lumberjack? I forgot. I'll pull a card for your zodiac sign. But the Tower card shows us that there's going to be a lot of change. There's going to be some quick changes happening. There could be some disruption on a global scale with everybody. So we need to be cognitive of these changes and not allow fear to take hold of us during this time. It was around, what was it, in 2020, March, April, that they started lockdowns. I think in 2020, was it 2020? 2020, March, April, because they do everything on this lunar calendar. That when you stay conscious of that they do stuff when the moon is in certain places, like the spring equinox. That's when they like to play around. And so Easter, spring equinox is going to be at the end of March. We got a lunar eclipse on March 25th. Then we've got April 8th, the solar eclipse. That's a lot of change. That's that Tower card energy. But we're going to see a buildup of that. And I promise you, they are going to plan some kind of fear-mongering event. I don't know what it is. I can't predict that, but it's going to make people feel like I didn't. It's going to separate people on what should be done. I can sense that. And it's going to make people, like I said, feel scared or angry. And we're already going through that on some level. You're going to start fasting soon. You know what's really weird? Miss D, my appetite has been shot all day, and I've been drinking tea. And my spirit just like saying, just fast. Your body is not hungry. My body was telling me this for a reason. I was like, well, I'll just drink some tea all day. So if you need to fast, if you need to pray, if you need to I even if you're single, you don't need to look for anybody right now. Trust. Don't look for anybody right now, because that sexual energy can get stuck on you and bring you down. So unless you with somebody who's really high on the frequency, But yeah, the Chaz card basically is saying your prayer energy and try to manifest on that level. You're a Scorpio. Okay. We already did Scorpio, right? You have to do the playback. I already did Scorpio. So you missed the Scorpio reading. What was the card for Scorpio? Miss D, have you got it? What was the card I pulled for Scorpio? I can't remember. Leo's was the moon. I can't remember. Lord, I've been talking so much. What was it? I'm trying to look and see if it's still in there. It should be at the top, right? Oh no, I shuffled already. That's why. The Aquarius. You said Aquarius sun? I'm gonna do Aquarius. I'll do Aquarius. If y'all remember which card I pulled for Scorpio, just put it in chat. Let's do Aquarius. Let's do Aquarius. Aquarius. Oh, Aquarius. The Justice card. Libra energy, finding balance. Aquarius. This is getting to the truth. I think Aquarius, because there's so much energy in your sign as well, this card has that sort of truth and balance. You might be dealing with Libras during this season, but also be aware of any legal issues, Aquarius, or anything that tries to bring you out of balance. Because what was the Oracle message? Oracle message, especially for you, Aquarius, is find balance, especially when you find that the collective is not getting along, or if you have disagreements with friends this week, or you find that your friends or your associations or your co-workers are just all over the place. You be that person to bring in that balance and try to bring in at least a conversation, okay? But stuff is, like I said, the Tower card and the Justice card, I feel like you might be one of the people of change, because we're moving into that whole Aquarian ideology, the Aquarian age of Aquarius. You may be called on to be the superhero, to be the spiritual superhero, at least for people. Especially when you see, because you are a collective sign as well, and when you see people not getting along, you need to help people think outside of the box of why they're not getting along. It's going to a different level of group thing because Aquarius is about everyone can be themselves, everyone can be different, but we still come together as a group. So spread that Aquarian energy to your associations, to your friends, to your family, and realize, let them know, hey, everybody ain't gotta be the same. Okay. Well, let's do Scorpio again. I can't remember which card it was. Or was it this? Not the Seven of Pentacles. I'm a lock. I'm not sure. I'll see. I'll remember. Oh, it was the King of Wands. King of Wands was the card for Scorpio. I said, so for all those Scorpios, be careful about someone abusing power. You may become aware of someone who's abusing their power or abusing or using you for sex. So that's Scorpio's reading. And if you, I was talking about basically, Scorpios are pretty used to things changing or making things change. So whatever is going to get disrupted, it'll probably happen this week or the beginning of next week. Don't let somebody fool you and make you think that they want you for love, because I don't see that. If you're single. But it also, like I said, the King of Wands reverse can manifest in a way where even in the workforce, someone is abusing their power. A supervisor, a co-worker is abusing their power. Get out of the way, because whatever happens is going to happen. Okay? There will be balance, okay? But it's an abuse of power. The King of Wands. Because the Wands represent what? Power and sex. So, yeah. What's going on, Terrence? So we did Scorpio, we did Leo, we did Aquarius. What other sign? I'm gonna do one more sign and then I'm gonna let it go because my battery's about to run out. I was trying to charge my phone. My charger's been going slow. Libra. Libra is just do a card for Libra. Remember we had the Tower card. Libra as the collective reading for the week. Let's do Libra to see what is the card for Libra this week. Alright. Libra. The High Priestess reverse. Trust your intuition. Okay? It may be a time where you're not trusting your intuition. The High Priestess reverse is always going to be about your spiritual life. Okay? When this abrupt change happens in society, in the world, the Tower card, you're going to need to rely on your intuition to pull you through. The intuition is your feelings of knowing when there's no proof. It's almost like faith, but faith is more so doing when you have no proof. The intuition is knowing it when you have no proof. Okay, and you're just like, how do I know what to do? You got to do it, and if you're going to be waiting on the physical to manifest before you move, you might be moving too slow. Okay, so because especially, let's talk about perception. Especially this year, in this day and age, it makes it really hard to trust your perception on things because we have AI. They're quickly rolling out AI video during an election year, which really is making me a little nervous. Like, why is AI video coming out so fast? So because AI can fool you in photos and in video, and this is a message for everybody, be real careful about your perception, and especially how you react to a social media post before you get full information. But even your gut feeling says something ain't right about that post. Before you share it, before you like it, and get the algorithm sending you more stuff, take a second guess, take a step back. Because I've been seeing a lot of fake stuff popping up in March. Neptune in Pisces, but Saturn is in Pisces too. So make sure you take a moment and say, universe, if something ain't right, let me know. But yeah, the high priestess reverse. I feel like also Libra, things will be revealed to you if you trust your intuition, because she's reversed. The high priestess is the divine feminine, but she veils things, she hides stuff, but then she says, okay, you want to know more, here it is. You know, what else am I getting here? She's got this candle where she's lighting up the darkness, and she's got this scroll which is, I think, the what is that, the first five books of the Torah. I think it's the Torah that she has in there. So remember this. Remember I was talking about the divine feminine and the divine masculine have to balance each other out. She holds the scroll of the Torah, which is the law, which is the rules of the game. But she still is the high priestess, which means that she gets a lot of things intuitively and spiritually that she knows about. Okay, on this particular card, she's only showing her side, which also means like the hidden. She's not, it's kind of like the Queen of Swords. She's only showing one side. On other cards, she just has a veil behind her. But this is talking about the veil being lifted or showing you something that you normally couldn't see because it's being hidden for a reason from other people. So your Cancer is in your midhaven. Ooh. Yep. All right, guys. I just wanted to holler at y'all real quick. Get ready for this week. Get ready for whatever's going to happen globally. Don't let it freak you out. It's kind of like I'm kind of sensing like a 9/11 kind of event. I don't know if it's going to be that dramatic, but they want people to be in a frantic mode of energy, a frantic energy, or a hateful energy, or a low vibrational energy. So we got lunar eclipse on March 25th, the spring equinox, and the solar eclipse on April 8th. Get ready. And just remember that life is just a game. It is one big game, a big spiritual game, if anything. All right, y'all. Make your reality happen, because if you don't do it, who will? Peace out, y'all.